beloved Pathfinders, welcome. Excellent time, excellent day, and I'm excited as usual, to be reaching you through this medium. Exciting time, I must say. All right, I hope that you took out time, to look at the video we shared last week, one common mistake that founders make and how to avoid it. And I got a response to that, and the person asked, how do I ensure that I am on track following the process? How do I ensure that if I follow the process, I'm doing the right thing? So I want to close, that very topic today by looking at 3 feats every innovation or new venture must achieve for success. 3 feats that every innovation, every new venture, you must achieve so that you can be successful. For a new venture, there are a lot of feats that you need to achieve. But today we're looking at the fundamental 3 feats that every innovation, every new venture must achieve, for you to guarantee yourself a success. The first one is what I call the problem or need and customer fit. This is very important, or simply we can call it the need and market fit. You need to ensure that you find a fit between the need in the marketplace, and the people. So you need to verify that the market segment you want to serve actually have the need. This fit must, you must have this fit, otherwise there's no need to continue, with your new venture or your innovation. So you need to ensure that the market segment actually have the need, that you are trying to address, the problem that you are trying to solve. This is very fundamental. So how do you go about it? You need to first start by assuming that the need exists. There's no problem with assuming that that problem exists in the marketplace. But you need to leave your office, you need to leave your place of product development and actually go to the market and observe and verify. So this is very important. You need to observe. For you to have the observation well done and make sure that you achieve the fit, you need to be able to decompose that need. There are different ways of decomposing the needs of the problem, but I think that there's a tool called customer profile. The customer profile tool has helped us to decompose every problem into 3 categories. The first one is the job that the people wants to do. The second one is the pain that they are going through. The third one is the gain that they want to achieve. There are other ways of decomposing a problem or a need, but the customer profile canvas had helped us, to decompose every need or every problem in the marketplace into 3 categories: the job, the pain, and the gain. All right. So, for example, for every time I have an opportunity to help people understand what's the need they are trying to solve in the marketplace, I ask them that for a customer that wants to buy a drilling machine, what job does he want to do? So it's important for you to understand that all that the customer wants to do is that he wants to drill a hole. He doesn't need a drilling machine. He needs to drill a hole. So the job that he wants to do is to drill a hole. So once you understand the job very well, then you can understand, the gain, why he wants to drill that hole, and the pain that he's going through attempting to drill the hole, with his present solution without luck. So it's very important, So what are the 3 ways, 6 ways? I'm trying to look at 6 ways to observe and verify that the need in the market actually exists and those, customer segment actually have the need. The first thing is that you can be a data detective. What do I mean by data detective? So you can rely on existing research in your industry. So some people have done research about the needs in the market in your industry. So you can rely on that. But the problem with that most often is that, the research would have been done, in the past, and the customer need may have evolved based on changes in the market environment, based on changes in the business environment. So for example, after COVID, the needs of a lot of customers change. So it is important to understand that yes, you can start by relying on research that has been done in your industry, but you also must understand that the market may have moved on. The second thing you need to do is that you can be a journalist. What do I mean by being a journalist? It means that you can actually go out and interview your customer, and your market segment to be sure that they have the need. So you actually draw questionnaires, interviews, and meet with them one-on-one and interview them. But the problem with the interview generally is the fact that most customers don't exactly know what they want. And secondly, there are some needs that you can never, identify, just through interview. And that takes us to this third, way that you can observe and verify. You can choose to be an anthropologist. Who is an anthropologist? The anthropologist is someone that actually goes to the market, sit with the customers, and observe on the day-to-day basis, the job they are doing, the pains they are, going through, and, the benefit that they want, you want to get. The good thing about, going to observe yourself is the fact that you can actually identify that the need that the customers have, they are not aware of. So you can go there, identify the needs they have that even the customers are not aware of. These needs are called, latent need, So again, another place you can do, another way you can actually get to, a first-hand understanding of the needs of the people is to be an impersonator. What does it mean, be an impersonator? So you put yourself in your customer's shoe and actually try to use the existing solution, so that you can understand the pain, the job they want to do, and the gain they want to have, and the pain they are going through. So in that case, you are impersonating the customer, you are putting yourself in their shoes, you are trying to understand the job they are trying to do, you are trying to understand the pain they are going through yourself. In this case, you have a first-hand experience of what the customer needs, and you can verify that this is exactly what they want to do. Another way you can go about it is you can co-create. This is very powerful. In fact, in most of the projects we are involved in, we are co-creating the product with the customer. What's the advantage of that? As you are developing, you are getting instant customer feedback about what exactly customer want. This is very powerful. Co-creating is very, very powerful. So I want to recommend this to us. It's very powerful that you co-create. Integrate the customer in the product development process, So the customers is, involved in your product development from end to end. And at every point in time, they bring to the table what exactly the customer wants and what exactly the customer response is. So when you co-create with customers, there is a high chance that you're going, to succeed. And the last, one we want to look at is that you can be the scientist. Who is a scientist? A scientist is one that carry out short experiment. So this experiment can be, involving with the customer. So this one, the customers are not involved from end to end, but they're just involved in a short experiment, knowingly or unknowingly. And at the end of the day, you learn from the outcome of the experiment. Listen to this. If you do not achieve the problem need fit, that is the problem customer fit, you have no business continuing with the development. So the first thing is that, or the innovation, you are sure that the existing customer or the market segment that you want to serve actually have the need. So there's a fit between the problem and the people that you observe that has the problem. The second thing you must achieve is what I call the product market fit or the product need fit. So the product must fit the needs in the market. So you have observed first and foremost that the customers actually have the need, which is the basis for you to even continue the development. The second thing you need to achieve is to achieve be ensured that the product you are trying to develop, actually, meets the need. Ensure that the product features. So, we have said that the customer canvas, the customer profile canvas have helped us to decompose needs and problem into three: the job that they want to do, the gain they want to have, and the pains they are going through. So now you are developing a value proposition to ensure that the features of your product actually can help them do the job they want to do. Secondly, the gain creator you are creating as part of a value proposition actually, give them the gains they want to achieve, and the pain relievers that you are putting in your value proposition actually help them relieve the pain that they are going through. And finally, the third fit that you must achieve is value proposition and and business model fit. Value proposition and business model fit. So like we have said times without number, Your value proposition is not a business. So if you want your product and your innovation to actually be a sustainable business, you must ensure that your value proposition is embedded in a sustainable business model. I give you an example. I used to use Rolls-Royce, as an example. Everybody knows Rolls-Royce as a top, engine manufacturer. They manufacture, aircraft engine for aircraft manufacturer. But they couldn't do their business as a manufacturer and sell. Why? The aircraft manufacturers couldn't afford, the cost of making a bulk purchase or paying one time for the engine. So what did they do? They adopted a rental business model. So what they do, so they give out their engine for free to engine manufacturer, so aircraft manufacturer. So as the aircraft begin to fly, every hour you fly, you pay for the engine. And if you are not flying, you don't pay for the engine. And this is the business model that turn, their business around. So you must ensure that there is an appropriate business model for your value proposition. The moment you can achieve these 3 feet, very, very likely, the likelihood of your innovation or your new venture succeeding is very, very high. I hope that you got value. Please, if you got value, share within your network. And if you have not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, I want to encourage you to stop and click the subscribe button now so that you can get other values we are bringing your way. Thank you for your time, and I will see you next week.